What could be more motivating than a glass of Tropicana orange juice in the morning? Achieving your goals, making money, de-stressing? Okay, maybe they're not as good as orange juice, but they are still pretty nice. Welcome to the Orange Juice Podcast, where you'll get motivating and action-provoking content without all the pulp. Your host, me, Reggie Davis, brings orange juice to inspire the world with stories and ideas, both personal and shared, to help you peel back your fears and squeeze out your best self. You know, I didn't get on today thinking like, oh, I'm about to make a podcast. I have been thinking like, oh, I want to make a video, but I wasn't thinking I want to drop a pod. And then I started making that video, and all of a sudden I have all this stuff to say, and I was like, you know what? It's a pod. Surprise. I'm dropping. Anyways, how are you? I hope you've been well. Hope you've enjoyed the summer. Orange juice has been absent. And a lot of things have been going on in the mental over here in the stew. And I know I have millions and millions of followers, and I know you guys are like, yo, Reg, where you been at, dog? Well, I've just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to really just meditate on all the gems that are already out there. So stop hitting me up begging for new info. All right? Cut it out. But in all seriousness, I have just kind of hit like a spiritual awakening, kind of. And this is one of those episodes that's like, it's not going to hit today, and I don't need it to hit today. When it does hit, it's going to be because some of the stuff I'm talking about today is going to matter. Like, I think I've said before, this is an important episode. And the reason why is because I really have unlocked the key. You know what I mean? Like, well, you don't know because I haven't said, but I really have figured out what I've been on the cusp of. I've been feeling like I feel like a lot of the things that I've been doing and I've been focusing on have just kind of reached their own little pinnacle. And I think I've had a way in my mind for them all to go. So, giving you a little insight on me, I'm 31. I own a moving company. My moving company will have been in business for 5 years as for February. And things are going, but would I define them as great? No, I wouldn't. The main reason being is because it stresses me out. What stresses me out about it? It's hard when you own a business that people don't always immediately see the value. I think that there are certain people, and this is an excuse. Let me just preface that with that. This is an excuse. But there are people who look at moving and it's just like, oh, I can do that. And sometimes they can, but majority of the times they can't, or at least not to the ability that I could do it. Let me say that better. People look at what I'm doing and they say, I'm not fitting to pay for all that. So I think that's one thing that's annoying, people not wanting to pay. Or another thing that's frustrating is just employees finding work. I think that I own the type of business where a lot of people who are a certain age don't go out. A lot of the people who I would want to work for me are probably too old to go out and look for a moving job. I'm not saying there's any age that's too old to do this, because it's there are definitely people older. It is you want a certain age group for a mixture of maturity and ability. And it's in the group that I'm tending to find, it's just it's really hard to get that combination. Ability is not hard, it's the maturity thing that's hard. And it sucks to say that, but a lot of the people who end up working for me now are just it's just really unreliable. And it sounds shady, and I could tell you some stories, but I'm not even being shady. I'm being if I plan for 3 people to be at a move and one person isn't there, screwed. You know what I mean? It's screwed. If it was just once or twice or 3 times or 4 times or 5 times, literally, and I'm not exaggerating, this is going to sound like a joke. For the past 3 jobs I've done as of October 22nd, I've had 3 people ask me for work. All 3 of them have missed the job because they overslept. All three. One person said their phone was broken and that he couldn't get in contact with me, but I own a business and you could literally just look up the business line if you were looking to get in contact with me. So, three people who overslept. All after saying, like, yo, man, really appreciate you having me work. I appreciate the opportunity. And then stuff like this happens. But I think the frustration came when earlier this summer I lost like two employees. And I'm saying it like it's tragic. No, what's tragic is one was stealing from me, and the other one just had a problem like with me telling him to do the responsibilities of the job. That sounds silly, but that is the truth. So my job has been frustrating me. And then customers who feel like, oh, you charge way too much. And I know it happens because in my line of business, most movers make their money by telling people, hey, it's going to be X price. And then when they get there, actually, it's going to be this price. And I have even gotten a call a couple times where people say, yo, Reg, we went with the cheaper option and we made a mistake. We should have went with you. That commonly happens. But regardless of that, I think I'm frustrated because I want to grow my business, but I'm also tired of being where I'm at. Actually, the way I described it best is like it's like a sick cycle. I want more jobs. To get more jobs, I need to pay for ads. And to pay for ads, I need more money, which more money comes from more jobs. But to have these jobs, I need to have more people that I can count on. But to have more people who I can count on, I need to be able to give them work. And for me to get work, I would have to pay for more ads, which the money to pay for the ads comes from the jobs. It's like a circle. I don't know how to describe it, but basically it's like a sick circle because ads ain't cheap. And then, I look at Twitch and this is cool. Like I like, obviously I spend time on the game anyway. So I think it's cool to do that. And I also spend time like trading a lot. And I like talking about trading. Like I think once you get into it, it's like really exciting. Like there's so many opportunities that come from it. Trading has the ability to like literally change your financial situation drastically fast. And to me, the opportunity there is not that I dream of just sitting at the computer and not doing anything all day, every day. Don't get me wrong, most days, but not every day. But that's not my dream. But I think the opportunities that could come from just having a random $100,000 day, the businesses I would buy, the connections I could make, the vacations I would take, the opportunities that arise. Like it does take money to make money. That is so, so true. So that opportunity, that's exciting to me. And I think like I love the idea of a community around it where we talk about it and people hit me up and say, Reg, teach me how to trade. I see some of the things you post about, and transparently, I haven't made no money with trading yet. I've been trading with prop firms. And if you've never heard of a prop firm is a company that will pay you to trade. They will give you an account so that you will have the money to trade in the live markets, and then whatever money you make, you would split it with the prop firm 90-10, you take the 90 or 80-20, whatever. But they don't just give that to anybody. You have to prove you can trade. So to prove you can trade, you take a prop firm eval test. And those tests cost money. You make a certain amount with the live market, then great, you get an account. If you lose too much money with the live market, you lose the account, but no worries, you can start over again. Pay another couple, however many bucks. I have spent thousands. I'm not exaggerating. I have spent thousands, easily thousands. Since I started doing this, I believe it's going on 2 years. I've spent thousands easily on these tests. And it's good in the sense that like if I was trading regularly with the market, like you could blow your account with your own money. That would suck a lot more than losing your money $150 to $300 at a time, which is kind of how I've been doing it. But I've been doing it. And it's not like I haven't gotten better. I think ultimately you don't like you can do the paper trading thing and then you'll feel like you're good and back test, but there's nothing like just doing the actual thing. I wish I would have paper traded live more often. And I wish I would have. Okay, this is not a trading lesson. I lost a lot of money, and I think the hard thing about that was that what's difficult about losing all of the money is because it's just like I would think so many times to myself, is this even for me? Like I know that I wasn't built to be. I know I was built to be an entrepreneur. I believe that's me, but I don't believe like moving furniture is me. That's not who I was created to be. I don't think that like God looked at me and was like, this man moves couches. No, but God has blessed me through my business. So I know it's like this is a stepping stone along the way, but it's not a it's not my stop. It's not a destination. It is just a pit stop. So I'm not so tied to box and barter that I couldn't leave it behind. But I think when it comes to trading, I've lost so much, and it's like I haven't been blessed by it. I've just been giving to it, and sometimes I just think like, am I just not supposed to be successful at it? This is kind of like how the thoughts have been coming to me. Like you keep giving money to it, and it's just not working out, right? Like I'm talking like you get the energy to try it again, to put the money into it again, and then it don't work out. And I'm talking like weeks. It takes time to do it. Holding onto the tray, sitting in front of the screens for hours, just watching, waiting, and then seeing how certain opportunities you didn't take worked out, and then sometimes an opportunity would have worked out if you waited longer, or sometimes you were just you were like not locked in. You made a bad decision, and it ruined all your hard work that you built up over the past week or 2 weeks in just a minute. Like I've seen it happen so fast. Like you take like you could take a couple days to build up an account to 10,000 and then blow it in less than a minute. There are ways that you can prevent stuff like that from happening, but regardless, I've gone through so many scenarios in the past year so that I was thinking to myself, am I even built for this? Should should I do it? And I think one of the things that kind of got me like it's a weird thing to compare, but it's the truth. This is how I was thinking. I was thinking to myself like I've seen my sister because my sister is a pretty talented. My sister is an extremely talented DJ, and I've seen the work that she's put in for it to do some of the things that I've seen her do, like performing in front of clubs. That she started with the small events and she moved up to big ones fast. And I look at how she did it, and I don't necessarily know if I think my sister's grand purpose in life is to be a DJ. I don't think it's a harmful thing to do in the same way that like I'm practicing Duolingo French, and like I don't think my goal in life, like I don't think my purpose is tied into French, but that's something I was interested in, so I just did it, and there's no harm in that, and there's no harm in what Angel was doing. So I was struggling to find or to really find peace with like, is there harm in me doing something like this where it's constantly testing me to like be at a place where it's like, yo, am I a greedy person? Most people will say that I'm a nice guy. This is not my personal opinion. I do think I'm a nice person, but I'm saying like most people will say that I'm nice. In fact, I'm probably too nice. I have no problem giving or sharing with others, yet am I greedy? Like this is what trading is like showing me. Like, am I a greedy person? The way that sometimes you just look at the numbers and you think, oh, it's going to keep going up, or you get a couple of trades right and you think you can just keep getting in, like you're never going to be wrong. And then the one you get wrong in is like three times as bad as all of your good ones. So it doesn't even matter. You wiped out all your good in a couple. It's it's crazy how you can. It's crazy how trading like exposes those different sides of you, and that was making me think, well, maybe this is why I'm not supposed to do it. This is why it's not working out for me because God doesn't want me to do it. I think I don't know how I got to the epiphany, but I think I realized that like whenever you look up trading videos or whenever you watch and whenever you listen to like an expert, someone who's made a lot of money with trading, what they'll say, they say that trading is simple. Follow your plan. They say that every strategy works. The problem is that people don't follow their plan. And for me, that was the truth. Like, I'm the revenge trading champion. I'm talking like Hall of Famer. I'm talking the LeBron James of making dumb mistakes and things that I could tell you. It's so crazy. In the middle of doing something dumb with trading, you are saying the whole time, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. And you do it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's something you can only understand if you've been in trading. But I think one day it kind of hit me that like all of my issues, like if my strategy is fine and my strategy works, and in fact, I can confidently say, despite the fact that I still, October 22nd, 11:10 p.m., I've never made $1 with trading that I've actually secured. I can still say I'm the best trader now that I've ever been. I think the thing that like really sticks out to me is that if my strategy works, that means I'm not working. And when I kind of hit that, I was like, what is wrong with me to make me not be profitable at what I'm doing? And it really hit me like disciplined. Discipline is the problem. I'm not successful at trading because I am struggling with discipline. And I kept thinking, how could I be better at discipline? And then it kind of hit me. And this is going to sound extreme, but it's not. It's really not. Like, I don't live a disciplined life. I expect trading to bring out some kind of discipline that I just don't exude like other places. My consistency is just not there. I love to motivate people, yet y'all haven't gotten the Orange Juice motivational podcast episode in months. And I think about y'all. I love the stream. And they haven't seen me on Twitch in months. And yeah, I've had stuff going on, but shoot, when don't you? Is life ever going to stop? No. It's not. But I'm very disciplined to stay up later than I should every night. My friends say, yo, play the game longer, and I'm still on. Like, there's no, where's my discipline at? I shouldn't need, like, it shouldn't even be like a discussion. Like, I think about, one of my best friends, Kyrie, and whenever he and I would talk, there was like a time period where I was playing the game a lot more, and I think it probably was right around when he got married, truthfully, but I'm thinking about him, and oh my God, I would say, yo, get on. And he'd be like, yo, no, I got work tomorrow. Yo, I'm going to spend time. Like, he was very strict on what he was going to do. And that really resonated with me. I didn't do it, but shoot, I thought about it. I would like not being disciplined with a bedtime, not being disciplined with going to the gym. Oh my God, when I realized this, and that's kind of where I know I was getting to, but like when I realized that I wasn't living a disciplined life and I decided I wanted to change, like I've gone to the gym just about every day for the past week. Like every day, like it's like I don't want to say all I can think about, but I'm like enjoying it again. I'm just going, like I'm so motivated. I'm so pumped. But I just want to say, like, if you're going to get into trading is going to expose just how disciplined you are. Because I really think that I could teach someone how to trade, and if they have their discipline and their emotions down, they would be a profitable trader next week, like immediately. I could even show you, like, I'm sure I could jump on the market right now and just make money. The problem has never been could I make money or increase the number in my account. The problem was whenever a loss would come, would that loss exceed my winnings, which that's always happened over and over and over and over again. I'm not succeeding in trading because I don't live a disciplined life. And I think even just like, I don't think it all happens overnight, but how I eat, and like going back to fitness, like everybody, or at least me, let me not speak for everybody, but I want a certain kind of build, abs, the chest, like I want all of that. I've been saying it since I've been in high school, and I've never had, never. You know what I mean? Like, I've thought about it. There have been times where I've chased it, but I've only chased it for a little bit and then stopped. Embarrassing in a way, but it doesn't even matter because as soon as I can just like master discipline, I will be a millionaire. I don't care what you want to do, but it really just like made sense to me because I've seen it. Like I can't break past my next level as the person I am who doesn't have discipline, who doesn't write out what the next day is going to look like. I won't make it to the gym if I don't plan a time. Before, I used to have a gym that like had certain hours of the day that I could go. Now my gym is 24/7. And with my gym that was 24/7, I was still not going to the gym. It doesn't even make sense. I would go and I would spend money and go out and make sure I had like food so I can meal prep and then order out. Like living a disciplined life, I don't even think it has to be the hardest thing, but it does take mastery over your emotions and just being like, yo, I don't care. Like, I don't feel like doing this, but I got to. Saying no to yourself. Like, as a kid, I wasn't, and I know everybody's like different, but like the reason why I wasn't overweight as a kid, me personally, is because my parents told me no all the time. We don't got money for that. We don't got money for that. And whenever when it came to dinner time, I didn't have a say. Like, if I liked the food, I would eat it. If I didn't, I wouldn't. And my parents did not care if I didn't eat it. That's the truth. They did not care. It was like, that's what's being served. You could have some. I don't know what they would say if I was just like, yeah, let me. They wouldn't even buy cereals. I would go through stuff like that fast, and if it wasn't there, they wasn't about to go to the store and rebuy it. But okay, I'm being extra. So I would have been an overweight kid if I had the ability to live life like I do now. Because now I can go out and buy what I want. Not what I want, but like I could go out and buy whatever food I want. I could order out, but no discipline, none. I could give you every reason in the book why I was like, you can make so many reasons for yourself to not do what you ought to do. It's just one bag of chips. I didn't even buy it. A friend gave it to me. Who cares if I missed the gym one time? Is it going to make a difference? You know what? I walked a little more than usual today. I don't have to go to the gym. It's like stupid stuff. Or just like having anything being set. As long as I've streamed, I've never had a set time that I was going to do it. Like, it was just always the spur of the moment. That's just the life I was living. I don't recommend that. I think that trading is one of the most amazing opportunities in the world, and it can make someone a millionaire. I don't want to say fast. It could, but I don't want to say fast. I think I've just kind of internally had the resolve now that like I want to start living my life like how I play basketball. If I play a game of basketball, I don't care if I score the most. Like, winning matters to me. Like, winning's the most fundamental thing to me. Like, you hear me on 2K, like, I want to win. Anything I do, really, I want to win. But I'm never mad. Like, if I'm playing a game with some friends, I'm never mad if my friend misses a wide open shot. The shot is there. It's a good shot. Take the shot. And if we lose a game because we took all of the right shots, then you know what? We were supposed to lose. We couldn't have done anything better. I want to take the mindset that I have for basketball and apply it to trading. I think that my heart is too involved with like my decision making when it comes to trading. I could literally show it to you. but I'm just gonna assume everybody's listening to this, so I won't even waste time. But like, I took a paper trade, meaning not real money, and I was just playing around and looking at a trade on gold the other day, utilizing my strategy. And I'm saying the other day, it was literally Monday, if memory serves. Yes, it was Monday. I took a trade on gold Monday. You can look it up if you want to, but like I took a trade on Monday around 8 o'clock in the morning. I looked at gold and it looked like it was going up to me. So I just do a fake paper trade, and on I always do like 10 lots, but like on one lot, you would have made $10,000 when like from the point A that I said, and I said this all at 8 o'clock in the morning, from point A to point B where I targeted at, where I would have put my take profit at, was $10,000. If you had 10 lots, it'd been $100,000 in just a couple hours. And it really just struck me like the reason why I'm not in this trade now is because I'm still kind of sulking about my last one. And I think that it's so crazy that I'm like spending trading with like out a real plan. And now my plan is simple. I don't care how long I have to wait. I don't care if I make the money from trading or not. I really like I don't care. That's not my metric for success anymore. I would like to believe that at the end of what I'm saying that I will make money, but I'm literally not going to take it personally if it doesn't work out for me. Like I believe let me put it another way. I think it's inevitable that'll work out with this mindset. I just have to wait. And it's going to take longer than I wanted to, but whatever. I think that I was like internally thinking that trading was just going to save me from everything else, and like one day I would be able to trade my way to never having to think about anything else again. Like box and barter is stressing me out, so you know what, one nice trade. Yeah, yo Reg, you got some work? Hell no, nigga, what? You figured out. No, but like I think that I was just in my mind I was a couple trades away from just never having to deal with that. But I do have to deal with it. So now discipline is telling me that while I wait, I'm going to have to still try to be responsible and treat my business the right way, or at least find something else the right way, rather than just hoping that a random trade will go and get me out. And don't get me wrong, if I hit 100K, it's really going to be tough for me to look at box and barter the same way for a little bit. But still, all I'm saying is that like my focus and my metric for success is getting into trades the right way. If I can do that, if I can focus on doing it the right way, if I don't make any money and that keeps on going, so be it. But I have to believe internally that if I can do that and I enter with discipline, some of y'all would say the universe, but I believe God will make it so that it will work out for me. And I don't think it's just in that, but I think it's in anything. But I don't want to just treat like trading the one thing. I don't want to just look at trading and say, yeah, my trading is going to, I'm going to be disciplined in trading, and that's going, because technically I've already said that. I'm trying to be disciplined across my whole life. And no, I haven't been perfect, but I've been going to that gym. I've been eating a little bit better. Getting in front of stuff where I'd be buying some juice and I would say, how can I be serious about my dream body if I won't just drink some water? Or when I'm about to eat out and I just think to myself, like, I keep talking about this dream body and I can't wait 30 minutes to go home. I've worked all day, I'm tired and I'm hungry, but I could just go home and just make some of this food I already bought so I could keep some of this money that I already have. I could save it and do something else. It is crazy because I know I'm not the only person who deals with this. And like I said, this video isn't for everybody. It's for me. If y'all like it, great. But discipline is the reason why I have not reached my next tier. And I'm making this video tonight because it's been like on me for like a couple weeks. Like as soon as I master discipline, my stuff is going to take off. That's my missing piece. And for those of you who also can relate, yo, just make a change, find community about it, because I'm talking to other people about it too. Like, I don't have success, like, I don't have discipline in my trading because I live an undisciplined life. Be real with yourself and see if there's like some truth to that and what you're dealing with. When are you waking up? When are you like getting your oil changed? Like, there needs to be structure to your life. Like, it really has to be. If you do everything by the, I don't know what the term is, by the seat of your pants, or I feel like, whatever, I'll leave it in there, even though I know there's a saying that's somewhere like that. But if you do everything on a whim, you're not going to get anything, not good. And even if you get something good once, you won't get it good again. God, I keep thinking to myself now, like, if I really did have $100,000 day, like, what would happen when I tried to trade with that money again? Probably be $100,000 in debt right after. I need to be used to securing big wins. Like, what you do with little determines what you're going to do with a lot. My aunt recommended me this book that I can't find, but I know it's in here. It's called Eat That Frog. And it's all about being more productive and instilling discipline in your life. I feel like that's about to be the one for me right now. Like, the book I close out this year with, the book that I like kind of meditate on, because I need some structure. I do. Y'all haven't gotten stuff from me because I've been unstructured, undisciplined, been living wild. But over this course of this past week, I've been doing better. I really have. I want to show y'all something for all my YouTube watchers. If you look at the screen, you'll see me showing you my gym check-ins from the month of October. And just to verbally say it to you, the 2nd and 3rd, the 7th and 8th, the 10th, and then the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 17th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd. I've been in there. And even over the course of this past month, I've seen improvements in my strength, and I feel good about that. But there's more. There's a side to this where it's like, yo, I could really have my dream body if I just do the things that people with my dream body do. And usually that's have a little discipline. I want to encourage you all, if you make it this far, yo, be disciplined. You could literally have anything. I don't care what. I believe it. And for me, that's going to be me having my $100,000 day from trading. It is going to come. I'm confident of that. Maybe not as soon as I want it, but that is the thing with discipline. It's got to keep on going. And then one day it'll happen. Have a blessed one.